See how long it takes humans to find stuff?
Huh? I wasn't out in the sun too long. Get my stuff back.
You're supposed to get this one.
I came in through the side door over here, just started.
It shouldn't. When the dog is up to that high level of training that we like, he's going to be trained to ignore dog odor, cat odor, all the other distracting odors. So what we'll do, especially in narcotics training, is in a vehicle, I'll put hamburgers all over the car. Something that dog really, really wants. But he knows the only thing that I'm looking for is my target odor. So eventually we want him to ignore all the other stuff. So again, this is just his pre-game ritual. He only does this with this type of work. And what it does is it tells the dog, okay, this is what I'm going to go do. I'm going to go look for something with human odor on it. I'm not looking for a bad guy. I'm not looking for drugs. I'm not looking for bombs. I'm not looking for any of that stuff. He knows this is exactly what I'm going to do. He'll have a different preparatory ritual before he searches a building, before he searches an area, before he goes and tracks. Every one of those types of work is going to have a different ritual to it. So the dog is barking at him, K-9 Kai's ignoring him. Too bad for you, it's my turn to work. I had to watch you, now you get to watch me. The sidewalk is out of play. Everything north of the sidewalk is in play. So the big question that I get from my administrators all the time is, why do you need to train so much? Why am I paying you 8 hours a week to go out and train? Aren't you just throwing the ball a couple times for the dog and putting on the sleeve and that's all you do? No. It's every day we are training, whether we're training the dog to a higher level or a lower level. If I'm not making him better, he's making himself worse. He's detraining himself. So every day I have to push him beyond his limits of what he already knows and show him new things. Expand his search times, expand the parameters, give him more distracting odors, make obedience more difficult, wrap him up around a tree. Again, if we go back to the earlier question of how far away does the dog need to be before he's going to find it, this one's going to be pretty tough because metal doesn't hold a lot of scent. Things like cloth, leather, those hold a lot of human odor and they'll give off odor for, say, 10, 12 hours. Metal will give it off quickly and it won't give it off to as great of a degree. So Kai's going to have to get his nose. You've got a civilian coming up on you. Kai's going to have to get his nose probably within 6 to 8 inches of those keys before he's going to detect the odor. Or maybe a foot. Good job, Kai. Okay, so if you take that same training and you just make it into a human being, that's what we do for buildings and areas. If somebody was hiding up in that tree, we could send the dog out, tell him to find human odor. He's not looking for anything, he's just finding human odor, and that's the #1 thing that we use them for. So you want to give K-9 Kai and Officer Vigo, or Deputy Vigo, a big round of applause. Any questions about that kind of work? Everybody enjoy it? Okay, if you want to give them all a big round of applause, thank you very much for the helpers. Thank you guys for asking excellent questions. You are a very good audience.